I
10
think that
years.
the question really is that does someone's past matter?
Yes. Because I don't like here's the thing. I don't like when women specifically
Okay.
when women specifically try to nitpick what part of the past or what situation of a past matters, right? Because if we go to an extreme and say, okay, the guy was a murderer when he was 21, but he's 45 and he only murdered one person, I would assume you would want to know that he did that in his past 20 years ago, even though he's probably a completely different person, correct?
I mean, true.
So now if you was a hoe, a stripper, and you try to relocate to rebrand, to fool me, right? To run from your past, and then I have to find out about your past through somebody else, you're automatically, in my eyes, disloyal and untrustworthy. You will omit certain information that you do not want to share, which is not how a good relationship or a transparent relationship is, or which is not how to make a transparent
I
relationship.
do think that omitting information is grounds for sneaky liar.
Especially with a baby. Like you had a whole son, a daughter, and out. So if I marry you, I'm technically a father, but I
But
don't even know it.
to
Like,
play devil's advocate, as I usually do, she moved to Portland for this specific reason was to get rid of all of that. So in no way do I think that she would get into a relationship and disclose everything she ran from. Now I do think that 2 years in, no mention of this is a little bit crazy because I really want to know like what did he know about her past? Like was he really like fishing for things? Like, was she being too quiet about things that made him curious, or did she just tell him things that was just enough to be like, all right, well, that's just what I was doing, and now I'm here.
you know how hard it is to rebrand to anybody who just has logical sense? Like if you move from one state to the next, and there's nobody to verify how you were or who you were in your previous state, of course somebody was gonna try to figure out who the fuck you were. If I met you at 25 years old, hypothetically, right? That means you lived 25 years somewhere else. Let's just actually move this up. If I met you at 30 years old, right? That
Mhm.
means you lived 30 or 29 years old or 29 years somewhere else. And 10 of those years you were an adult, or 12 technically, right? But I know nothing about that. I don't know your experiences. You know how hard it is to try to even learn somebody who won't disclose their past? Because I don't know your triggers. I don't know your ticks. I don't know your habits. I don't know what you subconsciously like that you didn't even know that you like that I could bring forth to the relationship. When you hide your past, you're literally hiding a whole, realistically, your whole identity from me. And you want me to learn this representative of you, which is, again, to me, dishonest. If you run, you can run from your past. Just don't run to me. Like, don't run to me, don't run to him, and don't listen. If you don't tell your story, matter of fact, here you go. If you don't tell your story to whomever it is, somebody else will.
I think she should have been honest, and that gave whoever she was dating the opportunity to accept it and move forward dating with her, or be like, I'm not really trying to fuck with that, and not deal with her. Do I think that he should leave her? No.
Why? So she could do it again?
No, it's
Maybe
not.
that's why she didn't tell him because
Yeah,
of
honestly, she
that.
kept it to herself for a reason. She wanted to start over, so I understand that.
Guys are
But now
judgy.
that he's, found out on his own what's been going on, I feel like it's just a conversation to be had because
It was a conversation from
it's
the beginning to be
no,
had.
that's what I'm saying. It should have been a conversation from the beginning, but now that he's found it out, it's not like she cheated on him. It's not like these things were going on while they were in a relationship. These are just simply things that she did not want anybody in this new life that she wanted to create for herself to know about.
If we're speaking specifically a man and a woman, and a man finding out a woman's past, no man is ever going to be okay providing for a girl, having the expectation to provide for a girl, caring and loving a girl who he does not know and can possibly be looking stupid with. I'm not doing that.
He
No
knows
man is
her.
going to be
I
okay
was
with
about
that.
to say it's not really that he doesn't know her. They've been dating for 2 years.
No, he doesn't know her because she has a whole life of before him that he has zero clue of, that he had to hear from the outside world. And once I find out that, okay, I've been providing for a girl who was a stripper and had a child that she had put up for an
Well,
adoption.
why does that matter now?
Because it speaks about your
Because-
integrity as a person. It speaks that you cannot be open and honest with me. It speaks that that you can actually hold or withhold information from me based on what you are comfortable to tell me. And the only thing that really makes a relationship really work is being able to have the uncomfortable conversations. And you already are breaking that from not only day one, but every single day for 2 years that went on that you didn't tell me shit.
I do agree because there was a baby that she gave up that she didn't talk about for 2 years.
Let me tell you, I see all the time, especially on BuzzFeed and Reddit, like couples who end up finding out, 60, 70 years after someone died. They've lived a whole happy life with this person. And then they go through letters and things when the person dies, and you find out these ridiculous secrets and things, this past that this person have. That doesn't take away from the life that you built with that person.
So would you think that she loved you any less because
No.
the title is different?
If I found out that my mother was my aunt, if I found out that my mother was my aunt, it would,
Your mother was your aunt.
like,
So
who's
who's your mother?
exactly. Now,
No, because usually it's the other way
sister.
around. The
You
aunt
find
is
out, you find
your aunt is really your mom.
or you
but
find
if
out
you're-
that you find out your
no, it's really no. It's usually like you don't know who your mother is, and
find
they're
out your mother's your grandmother.
that's
like-
crazy.
Yeah, that happens a lot. You find out
your mother's your
And that's what
grandmother
happened in
because
that Medea movie
Your mother actually
with
had
Bow Wow.
your mother had a kid when they were young,
yeah.
so they gave you to the grandma. So you think your grandmother's your
That
mother,
was
but
that
really,
was that happened a lot.
Yeah, that's what happened to Bow Wow. And his sister was his mom.
I mean,
that's
it
wild,
happens.
crazy. And my thing is this, again, like if we use the same concept, those kids or adults go through a life-shattering thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes you question your reality. And it's like, if I've been dating you, like some people are really good at faking who they are.
Any woman at 19 to 22, as you put it, that was in the strip clubs or whatever, why 20 years later would you think that they would still be in the streets? Like, why is it so appalling that their mothers and Betty Crocker housewives are like, why would
grew
you
up.
think? Why would you think that they wouldn't be?
It's
They've
like,
grown up. They're not in the streets. They were young. That's what people do at 19, 20, 21 years old. They like 30. We didn't go there. But 19, 20, 21 years old, people are in the clubs. People are in the strip clubs. They're having fun. This is their young time. Like, this is like outside of teenage years, young adults. They're having fun. This is life. 20 years later,
being a
to
hoe is fun.
expect them to still be in the same situation is actually pretty nuts. Because why wouldn't you expect them to be a wife? Why wouldn't you expect
Because
them to
they
be
were
a
never
mother?
qualified to be a wife.
Because
to
they
be
were
a
in the
wo-
club? Because
No,
they were in
they
the
were-
strip clubs?
Because they were. That's why. And you know what's the
But
crazy
you guys
thing? You start to question.
Categorizing people
No.
as for being in the strip clubs is actually crazy because are you a
Well, are technically prostitutes by definition, and
and that's why I don't like that word.
I don't care
It
what
actually does sound like very
It-
derogatory.
it is derogatory because the behavior is derogatory, and we're gonna call it for what it is. And the thing is, it's a shock. It's like a person who was a 3-time murderer saying, "I'm going to be a priest."
No.
Wait, you compare a promiscuous
Yeah, that
woman
is
to
like-
a murderer?
No, I'm comparing the
Crazy.
dramatic change of somebody going from being a convicted criminal to saying, okay, I'm going to be a priest now. And it's like, all right, I'm not saying you can't change. But what I am going to say is that those people and those people who are criminals that become like some type of pastor, minister or whatever, at least they embrace their past. And they're like, this is who I was and this is where I come from. My problem with women who were once thoughts and sluts, they become moms and try to act like Virgin Mary. They become wives and try to act like Betty Crocker. And it's
How do
like,
you want
no,
them
you're
to
not.
act?
No, you need to like act the way you are. Yeah, you can lie to me, but you can't
So
lie
we
to
gotta
you.
live our everyday lives as a mother saying, oh yeah, I used to be a hoe. I used to be out in these streets. Oh yeah, I used to be in the clubs. Is that supposed to be our identity? Like,
Yes, it is.
No,
It
it
is a
makes
part of your
no
identity.
sense. And you even comparing that to a criminal makes no sense.
Tell me who you were. Don't tell me who you are. Tell me who you were. And matter of fact, here's the best thing. You know what people love? People love to see where you start and where you end up. It has nothing to do about what you did. It had everything to do about, can you be honest with yourself, embrace the past, as well as show how to go forward. The problem is with women, when they were they try to bury it under the rug and act like it never happened. Yeah, like a dude, especially a dude.
Well,
Let's say he sold
not
drugs.
in the
There's
streets.
shame. There's a
When
lot of
you're not
shame
in
with
the
women.
streets
What do you mean
anymore,
there's no shame
there's
if
no
you being a-
reason to keep talking about it.
The thing is this, again, you can lie to your spouse, you can't lie to the world, and you can't lie to yourself. If the people who know you for who you are still going to be that person.
Rico, are you right now
Mhm.
who you were 10 years ago?
Yes.
No, you aren't.
You're lying.
Yes, I am.
You're lying. And everyone
The thing
who,
is, wait,
and if
hold
you-
on. You can't ask me a question about me and tell me what I am. First
Your
of all,
answer alone, the viewers
Ama-
will know.
Amanda
That
don't-
was a fucking lie.
Amanda
That
don't even
answer was a
call me.
lie.
I'll be honest with you, right? And this is the truth. I am who I was 10 years ago and 15 years ago. However, to get me to that point is going to take some special occasion. But don't ever get it confused. Everything that I've ever done in my life, I have the ability and capacity to do it again under the right circumstances. But that's why I tell people who I was.